So like one of the big things that we keep seeing popping up at the county commission is with the budget is there is a faction in the Republican Party that that don't want to fund Wendy Link as the SOE office, which is a constitutional office that the county approves her budget. They don't want that budget approved unless she agrees to do paper ballots and uses a massive portion of her budget to promote one-day election day voting and paper ballots. The problem is with this understanding is the state has put into place election laws that have to be followed because they are the law in the state of Florida, and those laws need funding in order to follow those laws. It's very simple. It's a lot more complicated than that. I'm just trying to make it simple. So the people who are screaming for this to happen, or literally screaming for this to happen.
But you didn't have to go to law school to figure that out.
No, I did not.
Because you can read, right? You can read the statutes.
Exactly.
You can put two things together and say,
exactly.
oh, that I understand.
And I understand that the way that government works is that the state has laws and legislative sessions where they pass laws, the governor signs them, and then those get passed down to us here on the local level.
Right.
And we have to follow those because they are the law in our state. So if that is the law in our state and Wendy Link has to follow ABC in order to fulfill the law, otherwise we're in trouble. What happens to lawbreakers? You go to jail, there's a lot of things. Then
you get fined, whatever.
She has to have funding for that. So where is that funding supposed to come from? It comes from. So it's not a lot. I understand that people are upset about the 2020 election. I understand all those things. However, this is not the way to solve that issue. And people they haven't gone to take a tour of the South Supervisor of Elections office to actually see what their process is. They have it. Yes, we did.
Oh, yes, we did that
we
together.
did that together. And so they don't know. They're making all these claims about things. I'm like, but that's not how that works. That's not how that works. Because I've seen
it's
the
sad
process.
Actually. It's kind of sad because it's like when you and look, I didn't know anything 2 years ago. I knew nothing, but I was willing to get involved and I gave up a career to be able to get involved and to find out what's going on, and so that I had a better understanding. Now, I'm not suggesting that everybody quit their job and go work for government, but there are a lot of openings. So if you do need a job, we are desperately needing people.
Stu's shaking his head for anyone who can't see that in the corner. Don't do that.